All right, yes, we are live. Okay, everybody. Yes, finally. I'm gonna kind of uh go through tonight and not spend a whole lot of time, just kind of bantering about this because we have to get up insane badass early this morning.
Like
So
3 o'clock in the morning
yeah,
early.
yeah,
So
yeah. We're helping friends with a like a display booth at a car show. So
this is going to be
yeah.
abridged.
Right. Well. What is no side tangents.
Okay,
But
we should be on cookies by now.
I'm gonna get you. It's the cool waters are for. I've got cookies for everybody. But
just add a few ice cubes to them. It'll be fine.
We're bantering. Go on.
But no, I was just going to explain. Okay, this evening we're honoring Min. Technically it's a feast of Amun Min. So it's Amun and his guys as as men, yeah, and Hathor because it's springtime for us here in the northern hemisphere, but and specifically because Egypt's still northern hemisphere, but in that part of the world it's more like harvest season. Before the summer, that's when nothing can grow. So, but the same kind of themes of fertility and abundance and all that apply. So it ends up working out rather well, I think. And so it applies, all the things that are flowering, it's appropriate for Hathor. So, yeah. So and definitely we're also going to be lighting our candle for Mahes because some folks have either just had bad weather or are in the path of bad weather. So we want everyone to be safe. So So we will go ahead and get started. I replenish the waters. And so.
Remember, I've been a very good boy today.
Yes, you have. Stay that way. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me, as Tefnut purifies me. Hail, O Yunachiru. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands. Our purity is within our hearts. It's tap water.
It's tap water.
Cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure.
This too. I'm sensitive.
Yes, you are. Okay. Oh, come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra and all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who is tuning in now and will be joining us in the future. This eye of Horus comes. And we are purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
And we welcome you, O Mahes, Scarlet Lord, to look after those that are our friends, our family, our loved ones, that are in the path of storms. Watch over them and protect the innocent as you protect Ra from his wicked foes. And mighty Sekhmet, mother of Mahas, lady of healing, may you protect and bring healing to all of those who need it, especially all of those who are suffering after the tragedy from earlier this week. We ask you to be with us tonight. Yeah, I'm out of things to get you, so. Okay. You arise in the Alcactus Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nun at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Min, O Hathor, O Mahes, O Sekhmet. Hail and praise unto you, O Yunechiru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out a spet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Okay. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. O Yunechiru, these waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Yunechiru, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense, great of purity. Its fragrance is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you. It adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. O Yunechiru, this incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yunechiru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. The gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Min, O Hathor, O Yunachiru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure, pure is Amanmin, Lord of Esna, within his house. Pure, pure is Hathor, Mistress of Dindera, Mistress of the West, within her house. Pure the cause of all of these gods, with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horaketi, for Min, for Hathor, Mahes, and Sekhmet. In every place that their immortal cause dwell. There. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your body, O Min, O Hathor, O Mahes, O Sekhmet. Come to your bodies, O Yunechiru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people. Raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Min, before Hathor. All life comes from them, all health comes from them, all stability comes from them, and all good fortune comes from them as it has since the first time. O Ra Horaketi, and your son, the Osir Nisu Nebkepru Ra, your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead, we light this candle, that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way in Duat. And we pour for them these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Orekeru ta henket kakao abdu senachirmahat hutnebet nafra wabet anchet nachirim in kawan akupunibu ma kerunibu hiranachira. A voice offering, 1,000 of bread and beer, beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives. for the cause of all of these blessed dead, all true of voice for the great God. And now, we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. Truly, your Enid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Enid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. This fed is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. Okay. We will read for Min and read for Hathor. So. Adoration to Min, to Horus praise, he with his arm upraised. Hail Min in his going forth, lofty of plumes, son of Osiris, born of Isis. Great in the dual shrines, mighty in Ipu, O you of Gebju. Horus the strong-armed, lord of reverence who brings pride to silence, sovereign of the gods. Fragrant when he comes from Majal land, you of Utent, hail and praise. And there we go. O Hathor, O golden one, come to our song and feast your heart on dancing. Shine upon the festival night and take joy in seeing the dances. We praise the golden goddess and worship her majesty. We exalt the Lady of Heaven and give chanting to our mistress. O come to the place of revelry, to the place where we wander the marsh. Your rights have been established and nothing is left for want. We worship the golden goddess and praise her majesty. We exalt the Lady of Heaven and give chanting to our mistress. How the beauty of your face shines as you appear. Oh, come in peace. We get drunk looking at you, beautiful as gold, O Hathor. May the waters you provide us refresh our mouths and cool our hearts. We praise the golden goddess. We worship her majesty. We exalt the Lady of Heaven and give chanting to our mistress. O golden one, how good is this song, like the song of Horus himself. Likewise, see how we dance for you. Likewise, see how we sing for you. Give that we may live and prosper. Okay. At this point, I'm going to check and see if we've got some any comments, any requests for prayers over here before we get started with, our cookies. So let me check that real quick. Oh, Steady the Red Cap. Good early morning, everyone. Let's see. No fertility for Kiki. Took her to the vet yesterday. She's still in the cone machine. um. Okay. Say fire. Sound here. Okay. Our civic and then our sense of subject of build a size. Uh. Oh, Pharaoh, is that the computer game? Because I've seen a couple of different games, and the sad thing is, I was at a hobby town in Dallas, and there was like a whole bunch of board games that were Egyptian themed, and they were a little beyond my budget at the time. But yes, thank you,
Oh,
Oracle.
isn't that the way?
Yeah. Thank you, Oracle, for sharing the links for the group. By the way, if anyone requests to join the Facebook group, please answer the questions and maybe mention that you tune in on broadcast if you haven't done that already, because there's lots of Facebook groups and some people just join like for whatever. So I try to vet out the randos. So just mention.
I was gonna say it's kind of a vetting process.
Yeah. Because right now we have a really good group, and I'd rather quality over quantity. There's like things like the I think Grand Egyptian Museum's got a zillion people on it. And there's some what's it, the Mhotep BBS and stuff. They're really big groups, but they not everybody that's on there is an Egyptian pagan. They're just Egyptophiles, and so I'm trying to make sure that it's people that are interested in this. So just be sure to answer the questions if you go on the Facebook group. So alrighty. Well, let me start off with a cookie for everyone, especially for those that are catching us after the live stream. This is one for you, huh?
I believe I'll get a cookie this time.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do the one for everyone. Okay. And then next will be you. And then if anyone else has a request for a cookie, just put that icon on there. I think if you type into the chat fortune or cookie, it'll pull up. So. Okay. And so this is for everyone. Knowledge and not doing are equal to not knowing at all. So again, this is for everyone. I think everybody just got called out here. Knowledge and not doing are equal to not knowing at all. So if you know about something, don't just know, do. So yeah, and like if you see something, say something. Yeah, so knowledge and not doing are equal to not knowing at all. That is our message for the week.
Speak up, huh?
Yeah. Well, there's some billboards in our area that are actually not lawyers or Christian billboards, amazingly enough. But there's one that it's regarding human trafficking, and it says, if you suspect, speak. So it's your PSA. But okay, so Yamanu requested the first one, and then I will get to everyone here, starting with sarcastic. So first is Yamanu. Okay, so Yamanu, yours says, learn to listen, not hear.
Interesting.
Yes, learn to listen, not hear. Okay. So, and thank you for those super thanks there. I see 9/11 and Love Deluxe. So gonna have to do like a little happy dance or something for you. So all right, we're gonna start with sarcastic and then Serrana. So. All right, no way. Sarcastic. The course of life is unpredictable. No one can write their autobiography in advance. So there you go, sarcastic. The course of life is unpredictable. No one can write their autobiography in advance. In other words, you may not be in 10 years where you think you're going to be. I can tell you, I certainly, can look back and say I've never quite been where I thought I'd be in 10 years. Okay, Serrana. Serrana, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Don't worry about it. Just go out there and do it. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Okay. So Serrana and Bedazzle. I saw you were posting that playlist earlier. I tell you what, you want to get into a good long conversation with Darren, start talking about music. He loves to talk about music. Okay. So, Bedazzle. Our duty as men and women is to proceed as if limits to our ability did not exist. Yeah. And to kind of expand the spectrum, our duty as human beings is to proceed as if limits to our ability did not exist. So I think somebody is telling you, don't worry about your personal limitations. They're there to be pushed. Our duty is to proceed as if limits to our ability did not exist. So. Okay, so Love Deluxe. Love Deluxe. Your ideals are well within your reach. And I'll read it again. Your ideals are well within your reach. I have to say, there's a very strong theme that's coming together here. And even the one for everyone, about knowledge and not doing are equal to not knowing at all. What that can also mean is, as Darren likes to say, and he'll probably be joining us in a minute, is thinking about it is not the same as doing it. If you know about something, get out there and do it. And they're saying, don't limit yourself. So it's, again, for where we are, it's springtime. It's time to get those big projects for the year going. It's time to, if you've got something, go for it. It's a very positive message I'm seeing. So
I am hearing a little whisper saying it's important to educate yourself about a situation if you can,
Yeah.
but don't just look at it cerebrally and think you've done it or you can do it.
Right. And don't let yourself be convinced that you can't do it. You know, you know, remember Min is and his big feast is coming up next month, and that's where Min goes from, taking on the persona of Osiris to identifying with Horus, and Horus is your go-getter. He's the one that succeeds to the place of his father, and keeps order and Ma'at going. So he always has a message of, get out there, you can do it. Yeah. So okay, so low silver and then married Wepawet. So there we go, low silver. All right, low silver. The good times start when I count to three. Okay, excuse me. When I count to three. 1, 2, 3. And that's what it says. I don't know if the camera would be able to focus in on this. No, it's probably not going to do that because I can't hold it steady enough. But the good times start when I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Good times have started. So see, and Hathor too. Think about what she is the patroness of. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So
yeah, basically the party doesn't start until her and Bast arrive.
Then it starts in earnest. I think that Bast or Hathor or Best, would be very much at home at like a techno rave. Yeah. So I mean, think about it with had my professor from Europe put it. It's for people who want to get high without drugs. Go to a rave, and you've got like all the spinning lights and the crazy stuff like that. That would be Best and Hathor's kind of place. So, okay, so married Wepawet. I think we need to read a little something for Wepawet too, because Darren and I are going to be traveling early in the morning. So we'll ask him to look after us. Okay, that's what's. There we go. Married Wepawet. What is to give light must endure the burning. So I guess think like a candle. What is to give light must endure the burning. And I'm getting a little tickle. This is maybe you're going through a hard time right now. Hang in there, because you're going to come out better for it and be a light to others from what you gained, from what you've learned. What is to give light must endure the burning. But again, they're saying that you can do it. Okay. Hang on. Okay, so oh, there we go. I mean, everything except for fortune. Gotcha. Yes. So Jay Kish Habi Wakim. I see that you we're trying to get that icon, but we've got your spot in line. So Jay Kish Habi Wakim. Why is my brain suddenly going to Hobble Yulkin? I blame Darren, but Well, you know what? You got two. With two different icons, you get two cookies. All right, this first one. The best way to succeed in life is to act on the advice you give to others. Now let's see what the next one says. Now here's your second one. You are not a person who can be ignored. So let me put these together here. The best way to succeed in life is to act on the advice you give to others. You are not a person who can be ignored. So, again, and definitely that thing, I kind of feel like, that might be good for all of us. The best way to succeed in life is to act on the advice you give to others. So there again, I think, and I may ask Darren for some input on that when he gets back in here. But what's good for the goose is good for the gander, I guess. There you go. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Jonathan Dolby. He asked how to overcome my internal struggles. Okay, son of the stars. So I guess I'm hobby. Okay, so so you accidentally sent two. That's fine. That's Fortune. Okay, Miss Jackal, one from Fortune. Okay. Practice more than time. If you preach it, actually practice it. Yes. I love that. The party doesn't start till Bastet breaks down the door with a bottle of booze. Yep. It's the best hobby. Okay.
The party doesn't start till I walk in.
Okay. Trying new things differently. That's right. Live your best life. Okay. All right. So yeah, let me back up a little bit here. Okay. So Jonathan Dolby, and then Son of the Stars. Okay, I'm going to interpret that as you're asking for a cookie as well. So that's where we're at. And okay, just making sure I haven't. There's no skip, but okay. Yep. So Jonathan Dolby. Oh wow. Okay. You got two as well. Okay. The first blow does not fell the tree. So, Jonathan, that's your first one now. Let me get the second one here. Our duty as men and women is to proceed as if limits to our ability did not exist. Now, when you put these two together, the first blow does not fell the tree. Our duty is to proceed as if limits to our ability did not exist. In other words, don't be discouraged if it doesn't happen at first. It's going to get there. The first blow does not fell the tree. But don't tell yourself you can't do it. You can. So, Jonathan, it may not be it. It won't be with the first swing, but just keep telling yourself the next swing is going to do it, and it'll happen. Okay, so Son of the Stars, you're asking how to overcome your current internal struggle. Okay. Well, definitely some positive vibes tonight. So. And a lot of twofers. So, Son of the Stars, ask and ye shall receive. Give yourself some peace and quiet for at least a few hours. Now, that's the first part. To combat a sour attitude, use kind words. I think you just got your question answered there. Give yourself some peace and quiet for at least a few hours. To combat a sour attitude, use kind words. And keep in mind, those can be kind words to other people, but also to yourself. And it's important to think about the ways that we say things, because even if we don't mean them a certain way, they can end up working on our subconscious level. And like one of our friends tomorrow, I'm going to have to work on him because he's got a buddy that, it's like almost like a bromance, but his buddy has a girlfriend, and he keeps referring to his buddy's girlfriend as his female. And I'm going to have to get on to him and be like, don't do that, because I know he's not the kind of person who would mean anything negative by that. But by saying it that way, you're kind of setting yourself up mentally to, look down on her, and the things that we say, to ourselves or just in general can set ourselves up for a negative attitude. So this is them saying, to combat a sour attitude, use kind words. And for yourself as well. When you talk about yourself or situations, in your daily life with negative words, then you're setting yourself up for, a bad outlook. So, okay. All right. So Oracle, and then Veronica, and then 9/11. Ori, and thank you again for sharing those links. And we also have to say prayers of thanks for Ren of the North, because she lives in central Arkansas, and they just had tornadoes go through there, but she marked herself safe. So we're glad she's all right. But Ori, you are imbued with extraordinary vitality. You are imbued with extraordinary vitality. So don't let yourself think otherwise. I think that's their way of saying, you're bigger than you give yourself credit for. Okay, so Veronica. The care and sensitivity you show toward others will return to you. So, Veronica, the care and sensitivity you show towards others will return to you. Yeah, I almost wonder if that's Hathor saying, you're a sweet person. It's going to come back to you. Don't you worry. All right. So 9/11, Sean. Hope that date went well. Oh my. So you got 2 as well. All right, the first one. Keep in mind that home is where the heart is. And now the second one. Oh, I can get it open. Come on. Your goal will be reached very soon. So 9/11, Sean, putting this together. Your goal will be reached very soon. Keep in mind that home is where the heart is. So, yeah, we're getting quite the collection here. Let's try and get some of these wrappers out of the way. And who's next? Celery. The celery was the first one to tune in this evening as I was getting everything set up. Okay. Celery, it's your turn. Wow. Getting lots of 2 here. Don't worry, if I need to grab some more, I've got more cookies behind us. Oh, that's funny, celery, because I know you got this one earlier. A real patriot is the fellow who gets a parking ticket and rejoices that the system works. I don't know what you're doing, honey, but don't park there. Now, let's see the other one. Those grapes you cannot taste are always sour. A real patriot is the fellow who gets a parking ticket and rejoices that the system works. Those grapes you cannot taste are always sour. I'm getting a strong sense of don't worry about what you don't have. Focus on what you do. And don't be bitter or try and take shortcuts about it. Just keep going, you know. That's the sense that I'm getting. Let's see. Okay, and hobby, yeah. All right, so you'll love deluxe. Got the ends. Oh, and Mary Draw says I got an 87 on my calc exam. Very bad at math, so this is amazing. Yes, praise Jehudi. That's awesome, and praise Seshat. So that's wonderful. Okay, Seti the red cap, and then Miss Jackal. So Mary Draw, did you need one? And I'm having to catch up, but let's see, and then Kyle Hinojosa. All right. All righty. All right. Running. Oh, and Sellers have been running an event while tuning in. Wow. Oh, and the day we found out he's a devotee of Bast. That's awesome. It's funny because I nearly got a ticket this morning. I remember paying my parking space after 20 minutes though. But that's cool. Nice. Okay. All right. Let me scroll back because let's see. I know Seti and then Mrs. Jackal. All righty. Yes, so now there have been lots of prayers to set regarding the weather lately as well. Okay, is that okay? That's just one. So SETI. So much cookie. SETI the red cap. Judge not according to the appearance. It's not how it looks. Judge not according to the appearance. And that could tie into with what we're saying about, making things, seem worse than they really are. Don't doom scroll. It's gonna. I think the gods are trying to tell us it's gonna be okay. And so, Mrs. Jackal, and I think then Kyle. So, and our thanks to Mrs. Jackal for being patient and bearing with us. And here is the fortune for her. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. And so, to put it again, gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. Now, if I might hazard a little something, because I know that something that Mrs. Jackal's been kind of dealing with, um, don't I tell her, don't be too hard on herself about um, what's going on, and this may not be meant for you. You should be more grateful. No, it's not that. Um, it might be a clue to understanding other people, because if people are acting ingrateful, then you're not don't expect them to behave well and exhibit other virtues either. um it's kind of a character study, but gratitude is not only the greatest of all virtues but the parent of all others. Okay, and so and Kyle. So Kyle Hinojosa. Okay, Kyle, good luck is a hop, skip, and a jump away. Hop to it. Good luck is a hop, skip, and a jump away. Hop to it. Which is funny because Easter is coming up, and I'm thinking of bunnies and stuff. Hop to it. Good luck is hop, skip, and a jump away. But again, that also says, again, going back to knowledge and not doing are equal to not knowing at all. So the good luck is there, but you got to go out and get it. So, don't be afraid. Go for it. We're getting a really strong message of that. So that's quite impressive. Okay. If anybody's got any other requests, let me know. And it may seem like I'm kind of going through this, but again, it's because we're basically going from here to bed so we can get up at about 3 o'clock in the morning, and we're going with our friends to do a vendor booth at a big car show. So this first time we've ever done something like that, Darren and I. So this, talking about getting out of your comfort zone a little bit to explore with new friends and build experiences. So hopefully it'll be a good time. But Nice. The cookie on the surface. Awesome. Love deluxe. Yeah. Oh, and Kayleen, very late. Hello. Yeah, we're actually as you might have heard me mentioning we're kind of trying to do this as quickly as we can here, but okay. Yeah, Mary Draw, sure. So okay, tell you what, we'll do one for Mary Draw, and then we'll work on wrapping it up. And Kayleen, if you would like a fortune, and just let us know. This one's for Mary Draw. Courage is the hallmark of the warrior. So Mary Draw, courage is the hallmark of the warrior. And sometimes that courage is just, to get out there and face the day. But you can do it. Okay. So not a fortune, but prayers for my friend Tony, who was attacked on a bus yesterday. Oh, goodness. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. We will say a prayer to Horus because, speaking of, the go-getter that I think also is a protector. In his aspect as the child, Horus protects children, and in his aspect as the son of Isis, he defends what's right, and may he protect and defend your friend Tony, and others that are just trying to make their way day by day. Hail unto you, Horus, defender of your father Osiris and support of your mother Isis. You are the champion of Ra who destroys his wicked foes. Lofty one, falcon of the horizon, shining like gold in the dawn, you establish Ma'at in her place. You rule the living on earth as your father rules those in Duat. May you protect those who are innocent, those who are weak, those who are in need, and again, those that are just trying to make their way in this world. May you spread your wings of protection over them. Hail unto you, O Horus. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read our prayer to make the offerings endure. But if anybody else has any other requests, just let me know. And absolutely, cool. You're going to teach us a new language, by the time it's done. Alrighty. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Khepri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Aeneid, endures. May they endure as Shu, the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. Lots of cookie crumbs, but that's okay. As the name of Tefnut, mistress of Lower Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the shrine of Shanit in Unu endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Asat and Echeru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Kemenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Min, O Hathor, O Mahes, and Sekhmet. You have come in peace, O Yunachuru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, Min, Horu, Hathor, Mahes, and Sekhmet. May you go forth in peace, O Yunachuru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay. Alrighty. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, we love you, and I'm gonna have to make sure Darren's. It sounds like he's having a bit of an asthma attack, but between inhalers and and for anybody else that has asthma, we figured out that magnesium citrate supplements actually do a lot of good. So probably going to make sure he gets the last of those gummies, and we will see you guys again on next Friday. In the meantime, be safe, be well. We love you, and hope you have a great week. Oh, make sure I don't knock anything over with this chair. There. I have extra side here. All right, I think Wiradjuri was way to say it in Aboriginal. Thank you guys so much. Be safe and well, and come find us on Facebook and Discord.